Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Lopez and I'm an assistant registrar at the University of North Texas. So I was born in Dallas, raised in Lewisville, Texas, a little suburb north of Dallas. My parents and my sisters were born in Mexico, and so I was the only one who was born in the US. And so the big, I guess, achievement for me was just going to be to graduate from high school. But for me, I felt like I wanted to do something more, and it just felt like those doors weren't open to me. It felt like, I don't have the help to be able to do that. My AVID coach, Coach Will Hyatt, had reached out and he said, we're going to do an open house and we're going to have UNT come. And we all kind of just rolled our eyes at that because we thought it doesn't matter if you have an open house and you have one Spanish speaker translating up at the front for parents who want to learn more. It's not going to make a difference because our parents want to hear it, for them. It wasn't ever catered to Spanish speakers. And at that point, we were starting to, go into or venture into FAFSA. And that was something that my parents did not want me to do because for them it was me giving up official documents that they didn't want. They thought that it was something dangerous. They didn't want me to report that stuff to the government. So that was something that I needed help with at that point, and my parents weren't understanding, and I couldn't explain it because to them I was just their kid telling them, oh, give me these documents, and they weren't taking me seriously. They ended up pulling 2 different rooms for the open house to learn more about FAFSA, one for English speaking parents and then one for Spanish speaking. So we went in and we thought that we were just going to get like one translator up at the front, but it ended up being G-Force who came to talk to us, and all we found out was that it was a UNT group. My parents went in very closed-minded. They still did not think that they were going to help with anything FAFSA related, but G-Force was made up of all these students from UNT, and as soon as they got up and started talking, all parents for our group were at attention. I had never seen my parents actually pay attention on a conference session or a college session, and they talked about what majors they were, what their names were, what their backgrounds were, and it made my parents feel comfortable with knowing, okay, here's somebody who made it and they look like our daughter and they have the same background as our daughter. By the end of the night, it had gone from my parents not wanting me to fill out FAFSA to them having their own documentation and steps on how to fill out FAFSA in Spanish. And for days, Mom was just like, when are you filling out your FAFSA? It's going to be due on this day. You need to hurry up. You need to do your FAFSA. So if it hadn't been for that, I would never have filled it out. I probably wouldn't have gotten permission to fill out my FAFSA. And if I hadn't filled out the FAFSA, I wouldn't have gotten the full ride that I got with Texas A&M Commerce. It felt meaningful to have G-Force there for people like me and my parents, because it doesn't ever feel like that we're catered to sometimes. It feels like sometimes we have to ask and kind of force that somebody speak to my parents in Spanish so that they'll understand what's going on. But with G-Force, it was immediately open in Spanish, and my parents felt like, okay, this is meant for us, and this means that this is something that she can accomplish. This is something that people like us can do, and it doesn't have to always be an English speaker that can understand FAFSA. My advice for students coming to college would be to reach out to G-Force, because even though I didn't come to UNT, if it hadn't been for G-Force, I would not have ended up at Texas A&M Commerce and Texas Tech University for a while. The focus is not to get you to, have a mean green shirt. It's to get you to higher education so you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. I don't know where I would have been without G-Force, because again, I would not have gotten the full rides that I got. my parents wouldn't have been open to it, and so it sounds so stupid, but they wouldn't have let me fill that stuff out because they didn't think that college was meant for people like us. When they told me that they would be proud that if I just did high school, I took it as they don't think I can do it. And that was never the case. And now they push my nieces and nephews to do all this stuff, and they want them to join extracurricular activities, where before they were like, well, why are you going to this? So it would definitely be to just, I guess, talk to your parents, and even if you feel like the door is shut, it might be just that they don't know how to help you open it.
Jennifer!